This is Jen Pawol, and this is a MLB website type article or whatever. But she is to make history as Major League Baseball's first female umpire. That'll be this weekend. Okay, regular season baseball. She'll ump 3 games during this weekend's Marlins Braves series in Atlanta, including both ends of Saturday's doubleheader and the series finale on Sunday. I don't know, doubleheader, does that mean they're going to play twice Saturday? I don't know. Or is that one game and then there's another game between two teams that she's a part of? I'm not sure. But Saturday and Sunday, these are the dates they give us here. She'll be behind home plate. The doubleheader necessitated adding a fifth umpire to the crew since each home plate umpire skips the other game they're not working. This historic accomplishment in baseball is a reflection of Jen's hard work, dedication, and love of the game. Commissioner of Baseball Robert D. Manfred Jr. said, "She has earned this opportunity, and we are proud of the strong example she has set, particularly for all the women and young girls who aspire to roles on the field. On behalf of Major League Baseball, I extend my congratulations to Jen and her family on this milestone." Okay, so you know what I do over here. And let's play this CBS News New York clip.
A New Jersey native will make history this weekend for Major League Baseball. When Jen Pawol takes the field, she will become the first woman to be an umpire in a regular season game. The 48-year-old will ump 3 games during this weekend's Marlins Braves series in Atlanta, and it will include a doubleheader on Saturday and then the series finale on Sunday. Pawol was an all-state softball and soccer player at West Milford High School, and she went to Hofstra on a softball scholarship and was also on the USA Women's National Baseball team. I'm sure everyone in the Garden State, particularly all of the people that she grew up with, so proud.
So proud. And judging by those photos, she looks like she means business.
She does.
She's not messing around.
No, not a pushover.
No.
Yeah, no offense, but I get like masculine vibes from this female. I mean, you could say that's my opinion. Normally, I don't just come on here and give my opinions like that. I like to just come with the facts. But yeah, I get some masculine vibes with this one. And is it a doubleheader means on Saturday? Does that mean it's the same? Does that mean it's the same? The teams are playing twice. Man, that's a lot of baseball, huh? When 2 baseball games are played between the same 2 teams on the same day. So that'll be Saturday. That's brutal, isn't it? Historically, doubleheaders were played back-to-back with the same fans and attendance. However, they can also be played as day-night doubleheaders. So that's a lot of games. Man, they play a lot of games in baseball, huh? It's here's the Marlins. So it's the Miami Marlins, Atlanta Braves. Miami Marlins last game, they won 6-4 against the Astros. And you can see this series starts today, it looks like. But she will be umpiring Saturday and Sunday. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 games, including the doubleheader. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So that's what I'm seeing right there. So, and today is what? Wednesday? Is today Wednesday? Oh, today's Thursday. Wow, time flies. So today's Thursday, you see right here. And then Friday, Saturday is the 9th. How come they don't have the times? Oh, okay, they do right there. 10:15 a.m., 4:15 a.m. All right, I see that. So let's look at the Braves real quick, because sometimes these records, you see the Braves are 47 and 66. That's definitely a connection with that right there. So the Braves 47 and 66. And man, I don't know. I can't see the Marlins record. Oh, the Marlins are 56 and 57. Okay. So let's go back over here now. Er, er, er.
A new
Okay, so she will ump 3 games during this weekend series, right? There's that number 3 again that's been hitting because I just dropped. This was the last breakdown I did. 3 dead and at least 67 sick from growing Legionnaire's disease cluster in New York City. Harlem. Look at Harlem, 30 like 3, sick, 30 like 3, New York, 33, and again 3 dead with that trending story. The Walking Dead actress Kelly Mack dies at age 33. I think they said that was a rare form of cancer. I covered that. You can go check my channel for that one. Also covered that one, obviously. I covered this story as well. All of this stuff is recently. Number 3 on the jersey, Jordan Addison, Minnesota Vikings wide receiver, suspended the first 3 games of the NFL season, violating substance abuse. It was like a substance abuse policy or something. They said he had a DUI at some point. DUI's got 3 letters as well. Lonnie Anderson, RIP to that character. She died on the 3rd of August. WKRP in Cincinnati, and she was in some other films and such. She dies on the 3rd, 2 days before her birthday. Okay, so back to Jen Pawol. So, will make history this weekend as the first woman to be an umpire in a regular season MLB game. Look at that. She is age 48 and first woman in the language equals 48. Even lady equals 42, woman 24. Saturday 42 and 24 date numerology, and that's that double header that she's going to be a part of right there. 42 and 24, lady has the 42 and 24. Or lady and woman, 42 and 24 in the language. You see right there? So I want you to know that Saturday, this is going to be Saturday and Sunday. Look at, that's 8-9 on Saturday. That's the first. Oh, okay. I could have circled both of them, but you see to the left, you got the first game of the doubleheader. But I want you to notice the date, August 9, 8-9. That number is massive with females because in 1989 was when President Gerald Ford was asked by a young lady, you see that? Asked him the question, what advice would you give a young lady? I can't remember the rest of the quote exactly on becoming the first female president, how it will happen. And that's amazing, right? Because we almost hit with Kamala. Remember? And all the decoders were going wild. We almost hit with Kamala. But that was in 1989 when he was asked by that young lady, if and how there will be a first female president. Look at that. 89. And what else was hitting big around the Kamala script running for president? What else was hitting big? Taylor Swift was hitting big, like dominating the scene. And Taylor Swift is born in 1989. You know what's amazing? Her birthday is 16 days before Jen Powell as well. But you can see right there, she's born in 89, right? And, other females were dominating at that time as well. I just can't remember any other 89s. But that's huge right there. That's huge with that 89. And notice the clip of Gerald Ford right here in the Herbert Hoover Library. Remember, Kamala Harris was born the day Herbert Hoover died, and this question, this interview in the Herbert Hoover Library, right? Another president. Look at that clip, 2 minutes 25 seconds, like the year 25 that we're in right now. Notice the blue and the red right there with a Democrat and Republican. Watch how amazing this is. Because that's the Marlins and the Braves colors. Look at that right there. Isn't that amazing? You get red with the... Think about it. Land of the free, home of the Braves. You see that? And we get this Florida energy with the other team, Miami. And there's been tons of trending stories out of Florida. Dog the Bounty Hunter's step-grandson died in Florida. Hulk Hogan died in Florida. There's other Floridas. I can't think of them right now. But wow, right? You get that blue and you get that red, which is amazing. And then you get this first female umpire to ump a MLB game this weekend, starting Saturday with the doubleheader. Isn't that amazing? And you get that 89 connection with the date, August 9th. Man, is that Deion Sanders' birthday and he played for the Braves also? Let's go on the fly. Deion Sanders. I think that's his birthday. Ooh, it is his birthday. Look at that. It is his birthday. Look, he played for the Reds. Like red Republican, and there's that color red again, man. But look, he played for the Braves, and he's got that same birthday that this doubleheader kicks off with Jen Powell. Look at this. He played for the Braves as well. Isn't that amazing? And notice how he's born in 67. And that hits with the Harlem threes that we had. Look, at least 67 sick. Man, that's wild. Okay, so moving forward, so you see we get major political connections here. And I'm just showing you, okay? I'm just showing you, that's all I'm doing. Even first woman has 138 like Donald Trump. Even Donald Trump has that 48 as well. And the fourth day of the 8th month is Barack Obama's birthday. And, we know his wife is also a masculine-looking first woman, right? First lady at one point, right? Isn't that interesting? And you get Jen Powell, with my opinion that I gave on her. First woman, 48. Jen Powell, 48. Obama's birthday, the fourth day of the 8th month, which was just the other day. Donald Trump, 48. Donald Trump's got the 138 like first woman. And then you get those, like I said, you get those masculine vibes with Michelle Obama. And I'm just saying that, I'm not, you can go look at, I don't know about y'all's algorithm, but I get videos all day long about Michelle Obama as a man. I'm not saying that I'm making the claim. I'm just saying Come on, we can't turn a blind eye. We can't just act like we don't see those within, especially now with all this like fake truth stuff going on. I shouldn't say fake truth. Uh Sorry, I was distracted by my phone there. But we get all of these truth videos now, and it's like we're oversaturated with them. There's a lot of AI stuff. We don't know what to believe. But there's so many decoding channels out there that have talked about the Michelle Obama rumors of her being a man, right? And you get a lot of these newcomers to the game doing the same thing, but it's something that's been talked about for years now. But you see that 48 connection there. Even Michael Jordan played baseball. He left basketball when he retired that first time. And he went and played baseball. And, he's got a Michelle Obama connection with Chicago. But Michael Jordan's last birthday, the 48th day of the year. And this is Jen Powell. Jen is kind of like John, like Donald John Trump. And look at those connections. Jennifer Powell. And remember, land of the free, home of the Braves. The Atlanta Braves, one of the teams involved here. I mean, you could even say Florida. Is Florida Republican still? A Republican territory? I'm not 100% on that, but possibly. But look at that. Jennifer Powell, 148, like Donald J. Trump. You see the 68? Donald J. Trump has 68. Look at the 67. And Jennifer Powell, born in 76. Donald John Trump equals 76. Donald J. Trump, 176. And I have the arrow on the 203, which is like 23. Donald equals 23. Okay, so connected to these females, you see the red and the blue. Look at the 203 with Jennifer Powell. First female set to ump a Major League Baseball game beginning Saturday with the doubleheader and then Sunday. So 3 games. Look at the 203 in reverse, the reverse cipher. Saturday is 20 weeks. It's a 20-week, 3-day span from that doubleheader to her birthday, December 29th. And Powell even equals 23. Look at that right there. Powell even equals 23, 203, 20 weeks, 3 days with that span like 23. Look at that, man. Jennifer Powell, 203. Isn't that wild? They say she currently works in minor league baseball, but I guess she's stepping up here on the call-up list for Major League Baseball. Well, she has been called up, and she is just the 7th woman to work as a professional baseball umpire. I guess maybe professional baseball. Are they referring to something else but Major League Baseball? I don't know. That's interesting, right? I guess I don't know, like Japan maybe. I'm not sure. So yeah, more connections with Donald Trump, man.
For the first time in Major League Baseball history, a woman will umpire a regular season game. Jen Powell is set to work this weekend's Marlins Braves series in Atlanta. She will cover the bases in Saturday's doubleheader and then calling balls and strikes on Sunday. She began umpiring in the minor leagues in 2016. Her promotion comes nearly 3 decades after the NBA hired its first woman referee.
That's interesting how they said that. Calling balls and strikes. And you get a lot of masculine energy here. Look at the picture that comes with the article. I straight up thought it was a guy. Where's the article here? Look at this right here. Look at that. That's her in front. Calling balls and strikes. I think there's something shady going on here. And remember, you get that energy with Taylor Swift as well. Again, you can check other decoding channels, man. Wow, Taylor Swift has a song called The Man. God damn, man. Jesus Christ. Truth in plain sight. Oh my god, she transformed into a man in the video? Good god. They probably did that because they don't want all the stories to pop up. Ooh, that's what they do to cover it up, I bet. They'll make a song called The Man, and then when you look up Taylor Swift as a man, you don't get none of the conspiracy talk. That's amazing, isn't it? Oh, okay, look. They're talking about her being feminist and all that. Feminism. So, anyways, yes, her birthday is 16 days before Jen Powell. And Jen Powell, they said, began in the minors in 2016. Okay, they did. Oh, does she have a husband? And 16 is huge with Donald Trump. John equals 16 and 61. Look at that. Capitol riots connected to Trump. The first month in the 6th day. His son Eric birthday 1/6. JD Vance's wife's birthday 1/6. Look at that right there. Truly no coincidence. She doesn't got a 95 on that umpire outfit. I didn't really catch any 95s. I already took a look at that. Isn't that wild? I think it's wild. I think it's wild. You know, there's some numbers there that connect with baseball. You see, MLB's got 54 and 18. Jennifer 45 and 81. Right there. I think Major League Baseball, or there might be some other numbers that have 81. But, I didn't really go like super deep on this one. Jen equals 16. She began in 2016, as we just went over. Jen equals 29. She's born on the 29th day of December. Trump equals 29 as well. Jen equals 52, like president, government, and White House. Okay. Even Powell's got that 67. Deion Sanders, born in 67, who played for the Braves. Now she's umpiring the Braves Marlins. And remember, he's got the 8-9 birthday. The game is on his birthday. So, wow, even Jennifer Powell's got that 67, which we went over earlier. So, that's how I do it. There's going to be other connections here. Her birthday's got 21 numerology. Deion Sanders wore 21. Remember, this is Braves Marlins. So they're playing 6 games, I guess. Oh, and remember, Atlanta Braves, they got 47 wins right now. President, government, White House, Trump all equal 47. Not a coincidence, okay? Not a coincidence. So that series begins today, Thursday, and then they play Friday. Then they got the doubleheader on Saturday. And then is it 5 games? And then August 10th, it looks like they wrap it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 5 games. Looks like 5 games from what I'm seeing there. So, she's going to be Saturday, August 9th for the doubleheader, and then August 10th. Expect some big Trump. There's going to be some big new. Something big has to happen by the end of the year on the world stage. And I mean big. We'll see what happens. we'll see what happens. There's a lot of dates out there. I don't know, but I'm expecting something big with Donald Trump, or that's what Richard West has been saying, and we've been seeing a lot of the symbolism. There's been a lot of Michael Jordan stuff going on. Let's see what happens in this month of August or by the end of the year. Or maybe it's just uh a slow process in the programming and something will happen after that. I don't know, but something big is going to happen. And I think it's going to be on Donald Trump's watch. We'll see. Okay. So, is there anything else notable from the article before I get out of here? I just like to scan. I don't think there's. How old is she? So she's born in 76. Oh, yeah, 48. Duh. We went over that earlier. Okay, so, I think that we might be done here. I want to know what you think. Anybody out there? They give us a whole lot of masculine energy here, I think. Here, let's listen to her talk. Let's see if this video will play.
I think it went pretty smooth. Scotty and I felt pretty good out there, and I didn't hear any complaints, so that's good. Yeah.
You didn't have a triple play.
No, not today. I like the first strikeout though. The first batter was a strikeout. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
I like that.
And you got the
Yeah.
punch him out.
And punch out, yeah. That was pretty cool.
Right.
The grand slam was kind of cool.
Might be minor
going over.
league.
And pretty much it was pretty easy going game. Not
All right. I don't know. Talking about minor league. That might have been minor league there. New Jersey native. Okay. That's it. What do you think? Pawol to make history as MLB's first female umpire. And it's pronounced like Powell, right? Like Colin Powell, Powell, but it says it's pronounced Powell the same way, Pawol. There may be some more symbolism and stuff with the name, but that's my breakdown. Until next time.